The views expressed in this podcast, Champ and Tramp, belong to the host and guest, not the Champ and Tramp podcast itself. It's intended for entertainment information, so please use discretion. We're not responsible for any outcomes resulting from the content discussed.
Muscle Meds does it again, guys. Introducing the new carnivore protein hydration.
What a great idea to add electrolytes to protein. Hydration is so important. Let's taste test them.
Let's go, buddy. Let's go.
I know you love Berry Blast. I'll take Rocket Pop.
Boom. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. I dig it. This Berry Blast flavor is incredible. It tastes more like a refreshing drink than a protein. You would never think it has 30 grams of protein, and Carnivore Protein Hydration, RTDs, have 3 times more electrolytes than the leading sports drink.
Damn, these are clean. Raj, 30 grams of protein, lactose-free, sugar-free, and fat-free with electrolytes. I can drink these anytime.
Head over to Amazon, guys, and get your hands on the new revolutionary Carnivore Protein Hydration RTDs. Stay hydrated, stay fueled.
Real show, here we go. Real show, here we go. You know that it's gotta be that time, so this is what we chant. What keeps on getting them all amped in advance? Come on. You and I rocking out with Iron Man, FE. You get the general's point of view on top of Roger's rants. We're never tapping out, we're putting the most minutes in. You already know what that's about, you know that winners win. Crush whatever's on task, check the podcast. It's the champ and the tramp, let the bomb blast.
Bro, when I was I did the Legions of Skank podcast yesterday.
Oh, wait. Shh,
What? What do you wait?
Oh,
We're on.
sorry,
We're on,
buddy.
baby.
Thought you were fucking just.
We're on.
Thought you were just freelancing, pal. Go ahead, buddy.
I did the Legions of Skank podcast.
Yes.
That's the Stand. I think it's called Comedy Stand.
Yeah.
It's on the East Side. It was cool.
Those guys are funny dudes.
Fucking. I was. There's all right. Well, it's Dave Smith, Big J Ogerson, and Luis Gomez, and they're the main guys. But then Ari Shaffir was also the guest, and then myself. And bro, they're 4 of the best comics in the world.
Was that a little intimidating for you?
It was, yeah, but they're cool. You know, they're Dave
Yeah.
Smith came into the green room and talking. Like, obviously, I listened to a lot of his stuff, and apparently you did too.
He said to me, "You know Dave Smith, right?" I was like, I probably know him. I probably listen to him, but I'm not sure. I was like, "You got to listen to this." I play this clip for him. He goes, "That's fucking Dave Smith." I was like, "Oh,
Yeah, super smart guy. Retains so much knowledge.
He really does.
We talked about in the back a bunch of that stuff. He's a fight fan too.
Yep.
Got Lewis a fight fan. Jay's cool, and Ari's a legend.
hysterical."
You know?
Yeah.
But like I barely talked. You know what I mean? I felt like I was watching the podcast.
That's
almost.
awesome. That's
and it's
awesome.
cool because it's literally like, we're sitting around a table like this, a big screen in front of us, and then the crowd's behind us.
Yeah.
And they could hear everything we say because it's on a mic. So it's in the comedy club, you know. So it's a live podcast. So they're not chiming in, but they're laughing, they're clapping along, you know.
That's cool.
Jew for Ari. They're screaming, Jew. Fucking hilarious.
That's the thing with comedy. You can get away with anything as
Yeah.
long as you label it comedy.
Yeah.
I like how they do that with the podcast.
Yeah, the live ones. It was cool,
100%.
and the fans loved it. At the end, they were kicking people out. I guess that's something they do, in all their shows. Oh, get him out of here! Get him out!
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Do they pay to come on, or how does that work?
Do they pay the guests?
Yeah.
No,
do the guests pay to get in?
Yeah, I think so. I would
That'd be
think so.
good.
It's a
That'd be a good
comedy
thing.
club. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I don't even know. I don't think maybe not because they're just getting. They're getting paid off their sponsors and their views and stuff. I would
True.
imagine. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I know I send you guys a ton of stuff, but I think you could never watch it all because I send you guys a shitload of stuff. But I think I sent it today. And
You go nuts.
It was talk. I do go nuts. I do go nuts with my
I love it,
with my
Don.
conspiracy theory friends over here, and I like to encourage you.
Yeah.
But I think I sent you guys something about how so much emphasis went into controlling mainstream media, but they never planned on podcasts and people
Yeah, I
like
saw
that.
I saw that.
Did you see that?
8 million things you send. I did see
You
that.
watched that one? Yeah.
I did see that one actually.
They never actually planned for that. That's like the wild card.
But did they not plan for it?
Well,
Like,
now
they're
they're trying to
smarter
make
than that, aren't
make
they?
up for it now.
How
It's-
can you though?
Well, the fact checkers. That's how they're
Well, yeah,
making
but
up
who
for
gives
it.
But I know, but people are gonna come. You keep listening. Well, dude, you see Tucker literally took over Joe Rogan as #1 podcast.
Yeah,
That's
so
crazy.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
yep.
That's on Spotify,
Yep.
which that's Joe Rogan's audience. I mean, obviously he left. He's back on YouTube now, but that's still his audience, you know.
Right.
And yeah, Crazy.
Yeah,
But it's a good thing.
but it shows people are paying attention.
You know, and I said they see something. They said what I love about that is that the 2 top podcasts in the world are truth tellers.
Yeah.
Truth.
You know,
Amen.
Agreed.
and that's what Dave Smith was talking about.
Agreed.
Tucker. He said Tucker is, he's like, bro, he's the best as it comes. He's amazing at what he does. He said he's the man. You know, he spoke really highly of Tucker.
The opposing aisle would say the opposite, but yes, I
mean, I don't know. I mean,
I don't think. I think
he doesn't say-
Rogan is more evenly keeled. You would say that
for
right?
sure,
Yeah.
for sure. But I mean, if you listen to Tucker, he's obviously he has his way, but he was on the other side in the beginning,
Yeah.
right?
Well, Candace Owens was too.
I know, right? So I'm saying these people are just thinkers, dude. I feel like what Tucker says is never like crazy outlandish. I mean, maybe he'll push some buttons sometimes, but he's a smart dude,
Yeah.
and what he says a lot of times, I don't know. I take it.
He's
Take it as good information.
Sure.
Compared to everything else that's out nowadays.
No, agreed. He's a big part of the awakening now that's happening right now. Everybody.
It just seems like solid, like a solid person.
Yeah, a truth,
right?
like James O'Keefe, right? Reporting on all, you know him, right? From Project
Another guy that got
Yeah.
fired, and
Yeah.
Tucker
Bro,
got
he'd be-
fired. He got fired. Tucker found a nice loophole.
They air
though.
out everybody.
Yeah.
You want to be corrupt, you want to be evil, right? We're going to air you out because that's what this is.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
literally good and evil playing out right now.
Yeah.
For sure.
What about? Did you see? We talked about this on a podcast too. Did you see the Olympic opening ceremony?
Oh my gosh.
What's your take on it? You like to bait me, so I'm the one that says the
I
crazy
spoke about-
wildest.
No.
But you're the athlete. You're an athlete.
I think this because Lewis was like, because he has a son, like probably my kid's age or something like that. And he's like, bro, everyone's bugging out about this. He's like, I don't think my kid's going to suck dick because of this. He's like, I'd kill him if he did anyway. You know, he's like, I don't think he's. I'm not worried about that. I said, but I was just like, bro, I was like, but what does this have to do with sports? That's what I'm. How does it have any relation to sports at all?
Agreed.
At all? And then especially if like the whole Last Supper thing. So I don't know. I'm hearing it was supposed to like some
Bro.
Greek thing, but,
Yeah,
dude,
but I've
it
heard a
looked
lot of-
awfully like the Last Supper.
And then did you see the Greek, a French meaning for it? Hang on.
French meaning for what?
Did you see the lights? Lights above
what
it?
it was labeled as, right?
The lights
And
above
then-
it were
and then
666. 6 lights, 6 lights, and 6 lights.
I don't know. That's
The opening
I know,
segment
I get
of
it.
the Olympics was titled "La scène sur une scène sur la scène."
okay. The 7, the
I like
7, the
that.
7, the 7. What
Right.
does that mean?
What does that mean? Let's see the meaning. The Last Supper on a stage with the Seine. That's the
See?
actual meaning.
See?
From
So
the Seine River.
okay,
Seine River, right? That's what it means.
Yeah.
Seine, yeah. So it's saying it's the Last Supper. So yeah. So then it was there. That
they're
was
mocking
there. That
God.
was there.
well, if this is accurate, again, this is off social media, so who knows?
Mm-hmm.
But if that is what they labeled it, and that is the true meaning, how could you not say it was a recreation of the Last Supper? I mean, how could you possibly say
yeah.
that?
I mean, there was more than 12 people there and all that stuff. But then supposedly you hear about the guy that has his balls out.
Yeah, it's right here.
But it didn't have his balls out. I don't think. People are saying that's the fishnet that's like frayed.
Oh,
or maybe.
you're
Frayed.
trying to make up a thing, but
know
whatever.
what I mean?
Yeah,
But there's a
yeah.
kid. There are kids up there.
Yeah.
There's 3 or 4 kids. That's the thing, right? Listen, sleep with who you want, pray to who you want, bang who you want, do it. Go out publicly with who you want, whatever. Do your thing. But why the emphasis on having children involved in it or preaching it to kids or
sickos.
like you never see trans reading to old people.
They're
Never in an
sickos.
old
But I'm
person
saying
home
we-
reading.
yeah,
You know,
they're
They're
not.
always reading to you know what I mean, grammar school kids. Doesn't make sense. I don't get it. You know,
I'm with you.
Yeah. No, I mean,
I don't get that.
I don't
That's
see
all
the
I don't
place
get.
in the Olympics though. I just don't see the place in it. Like, why does it have to be anything sexualized? It should be nothing. It should be about sport. What was it? The guy
Yes.
shooting arrow. Boom.
Yes.
That was cool.
Yes.
The what? Even when did you see Islam? Pretty much was like, that was trash. That was horrible. It's like they're mocking many religions.
Christianity, yeah.
Well, he said many religions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He
Yeah.
said they're mocking many religions, and he's like, I was gonna go visit. I'm not visiting anymore. That's trash. He said you should bring it in Russia so Russia could fix it.
Wait, who said that?
Islam. But you go watch the Russia's opening ceremony, or go watch even China's opening ceremony.
China's was dope.
China even said Ping, whatever, right? Xing Ping, Xing, XI, right? Chi, right? Right? He denounced the fucking opening ceremony. So it was trash too. So like they're telling. I mean, of course, China and Russia's the enemy, but they got more values than we do, or is that it could be all propaganda?
Well,
too. I understand that.
It's in.
But does that mean they have more?
It's in Paris. It's not here, but
I'm saying whatever. The West. We're the West.
Right,
We're the West, right? They're the West. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They look at us very similar.
I think you could look at it from this perspective, right? It's art, and I don't know a lot about art, so maybe it is art. I don't know if that last
Bro,
supper.
how is art?
That's a true meaning.
Okay.
But
what
bigger
about
than that.
The guy with a beard dressed.
Hang on one second. Like let's just say that's an art standpoint. They hired a art creative director, and that's what he came up with. And let's say it's not a mockery. I don't know if it is or it isn't. Let's say it's not
proofreading their shit.
The fact that they're allowing biological men, to compete against women, I think is a bigger issue in the Olympics. That's a bigger issue, and that's happening.
Boxing, it's the craziest. It's happening in boxing. Like, dude, I'm sure it's happening in other ones. But like, listen, you run against a girl. You beat her. Okay, it sucks that she worked all that hard and really did. It really does suck that you took her opportunity, you took her medal, this and that. In the same token with boxing, they're gonna take the medal, but she's giving you fucking brain damage. He's giving you brain damage too.
Right.
That's crazy.
Well, I think it began in 2020, right? The first trans athlete competed as a powerlifter, I believe, in 2020 from
Norway or some shit. Right?
No,
Canada.
No, from not Australia, right next to Australia. Why am I drawing a blank? New Zealand.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, competed, and that's when they allowed it. But I think it's been allowed in the rules since like 2015. 2020 just happened to be the
the two boxing ones. I think it was China and Algeria. I think was the ones I saw, and
Taiwan. I think right.
Algeria and maybe Taiwan, and I thought it was China, but they kind of look alike.
No, it's
So I can't say that.
All right, go ahead.
What do you mean? What the fuck do you mean you can't say that? They don't? What the fuck are you talking about?
They do.
So,
all right, go ahead, buddy.
I guess in the World Championships or the last Olympics, they tested their testosterone was too high.
Yes,
it was too high. They weren't allowed to compete.
It wasn't the Olympics. It was some other
World
event.
Championship.
The world, yeah.
So their testosterone was too high to compete. But now they got their testosterone down. It's still a man. It's still a man.
True.
It was Lin Lu Ting of Chinese Taipei, but then in parentheses it says Taiwan.
Yeah, that's because Taiwan's supposed to be their own place, but they call it Chinese Taipei. Yeah.
I know. Now, recently they started doing that, right?
Yeah.
Always was just Taiwan, but now.
I know. They have their own money though too. It's kind of weird.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I mean, I know you want all our takes on this, but I'm mostly interested in yours as an athlete, as a high level athlete.
I think I don't see the place in sports. Like, it makes no sense to me. And then with the fact that the women are fighting the men, or the men are fighting the women, that's crazy.
Well, where are the feminists? To speak
there
up
are
on the side of Riley.
Riley
I wouldn't
Gaines,
say
right?
she's a feminist.
She
but yes.
won. She won all of his
Yes.
medals back. I guess they took. Is that what I heard? Is that true?
Oh, I don't know.
Is that true? They took the medals from Leah Thomas and gave it to.
Well, first of all, they tied. They were dead even.
Right, I know, but they still gave him the medal.
Yes. I didn't know that. Is that true?
Someone was telling me that. Well, they kicked him out. He wasn't allowed to compete. Well, America didn't let our people compete in the Olympics.
Well, it's
America didn't know.
They leave it up to the sport. It's whatever sport you're competing.
I don't think America has any transgender competing in women's. I'm pretty sure. This year at least, or even the other years. I don't think they allowed it.
It says that's not true about the medals.
No, so
that was just like an internet rumor.
What's true? She didn't get it back?
You just got fat checked.
The NCAA is not taking medals away from transgender athlete Leah Thomas.
Wow.
That was in December. So it's not true.
You got fact checked.
No, I said I heard it. I asked him to fucking fact check it.
It's Hunger Games, though. That's another way that they described it. Ever see Hunger Games?
No.
No? Oh, it's like a society where they go and hunt humans, right?
I think I kind of know that.
And they dress up like that. It's the same outfits they're wearing, right?
Oh,
in the opening.
The opening?
Yeah.
Supposedly, the ruling or how it's
it.
worded, I believe, is as long as you're taking estrogen prior to hitting puberty, if you're born a biological male and you take it prior, and your testosterone never kicks in, you never reach an elevated testosterone level, I guess you compete. But they're saying it's cheating. If you go through puberty, your testosterone spikes. You go through,
I don't care, bro. You're a man. Even when you're a
agreed.
Our bones are different, dude.
Everything's different.
Our fucking body is different. We can't have a kid because our hips are too thin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, You might be able to, Raj. You've been widening up a little bit.
Shots fired.
You know. But seriously though, they say like you get all these transgender and you bury them in a body and someone finds them fucking 10,000 years from now. The skeleton's gonna say they're a boy.
I know, but what's gonna happen is, and it's already happened to some degree. It happened with the MMA girl. Is someone's gonna get a woman is gonna get really, really, really badly injured, if not
especially
worse.
if Roger gets his hands on her.
Exactly. Fucking
Yo, but for real though, it will.
You are nothing is sacred with this guy. Nothing. False information. But anyway, what was I going to say?
You fact checked him.
Yeah, you got fact checked. You know that what was the Fallon? What was the MMA girl that literally Fallon Fox broke the orbital socket of a girl in MMA, but I think she entered as nobody knew, and then towards the end, I guess it came out that she was when she broke the orbital of the girl, they didn't know, she wasn't admitting yet that she was
a former
right. She was entering it and
telling people
advertising it as a biological woman, and actually broke a girl's orbital socket.
I think
and then
2 girls.
I think it came out after that she was trans, but not openly trans.
Damn.
Did she have a dick? Still?
I don't know.
You chopped it off, probably.
You probably did some grappling with her, didn't you?
No.
Some people that's what they do. They chop it off.
But I guess why do they think that is fair? It's obviously not fair.
But they know this.
Right.
This is a part of like this whole evil shit that's been going on.
Physically, I mean. Nobody cares what you call yourself. If you
No.
feel like a woman
But
and
you
you
shouldn't
say
be
to
fighting
people,
No, dude,
"Hey,
hey.
I'm Margaret," and you say, "Hey, I'll call you Margaret." I'm
No,
not-
honestly, Lewis said it great yesterday. He was like, yo, if I don't know what to call you, you're not doing a good enough job.
Yeah. That's,
You want me to call you a woman? Fucking be a woman. Be more of a woman.
Yeah.
Right?
I
True.
like that.
Yeah.
I mean, if someone tells me, oh, I'd like to be called her, I'm not going to be a dick.
What do they
All
say?
right.
The Asians are doing a better job of it.
Yeah.
Hey,
But-
you go over to Thailand and you're convinced that you're
What do they
surrounded
call
by
there?
women. You know?
Military
Lady
call
boys,
them
lady
something.
boys.
Yeah,
Lady
lady
boys,
boys.
yeah.
Yeah, military.
Um,
Yeah, that happened to some of the boys in the military.
Oh yeah.
They hooked up with a lady boy. They didn't have anything.
They didn't know.
They didn't. Yeah, they didn't know.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's like that, like Hangover.
Bro, that's horrible.
Yeah, where they see the
We
pictures.
both
and they
come
go-
together. Oh, where'd you come? I come in you, honey.
Oh God,
I come in your bum bum.
that's horrible. I don't know if I'd be able to live. I don't know.
Dude.
That would crush me.
Oh God. Well,
That would crush me.
some people. That's the idea.
Yeah, I mean, but then they said some of them do have the thing still. And then they went down there and they touched it like, what the fuck is this? And then left.
No, they all got the things.
No, some of them had it chopped off. No?
No,
I think
not
that's
over there.
expensive. I think
Not
yeah.
over there.
I think that's.
I think
expensive.
that's
Oh,
it's part
they
of the
all-
culture. They keep it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But I believe, at least this is the internet
It's a
jokes or the
sick
memes you
topic.
see about it, is they openly tell you over here. Over there, they tend to like hide it over here and try to sell that they're a woman.
true.
Over there, they say, "No, I'm Ladyboy." They're like,
Crocodile Dundee, I keep.
yeah. What year was that movie? So it was
Dundee?
88. Was that the first one where he did it?
Bringing
Or was it
88
the second-
back?
Might have been the second one.
Where
It
he
was-
came
it was
to
Crocodile Dundee too. Where
he
Came
came
to
to
New York.
New York City.
Yeah, he came to New York.
You can eat it, but it tastes like shit. Remember the hot dog stand?
Bro, I love Dundee though. Those are
Had
like
a
some of my
knife.
childhood. Yeah, those are some of my
It's
childhood
great, bro.
favorite.
It's
Yeah.
great.
1986.
86.
Good.
Was it
Hey,
That's the
86?
first one. The first one.
Yeah.
Second one's probably like 88 or something, right?
if you nailed that, Frankie, I'm gonna be impressed.
I would. too.
88.
Oh!
Winner,
The
winner,
third one
chicken
was in
dinner.
Los Angeles,
Yeah.
2001.
That was a good one too. That was a monkey. He was a monkey trainer.
You definitely had a reference point that you were thinking of.
I don't know how he did that.
Damn.
How'd you do that?
How old are you in '88?
7.
7. I was 32.
Listen, bro. Movies like
I was
really.
I was
like, movies.
5.
I was that kid. Movies like that's why I fight. I think because of movies probably.
Oh, bro, we grew up in the best generation. What do you mean?
Bloodsport.
Like I wanted, like I
Yeah,
wanted, like, yo,
Van Damme,
Bloodsport, I wanted to be, like,
Macaw.
I wanted to fucking, I wanted the commando. I wanted to be a soldier. When
Steven
dude,
Seagal.
Rad. I wanted to fucking flip bikes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Yeah,
Airborne.
I was that dude. I
rollerblades.
wanted to be John. I wanted to be
John Wick.
no John. Fuck, what's his name? John McClane. John
Oh,
McClane.
from Die Hard.
Yeah.
Yippee-ki-yay,
Yeah,
motherfucker. You know?
cowboy.
Well, we're getting old
Yo,
now.
for
'cause
real, though.
He's not doing well.
Nah, he has alopecia. What is it called?
He
alopecia, but
doesn't have
Alopecia?
It's like
alopecia.
something-
Aphasia.
aphasia. Yeah, that sucks.
But we
Bru-
grew up in
Bruce
the best
Willis.
era, though. Those
For
movies
movies,
were
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like I like we grew up because we got to experience no phones and all that
Exactly.
stuff. No
Absolutely.
internet.
We went
all
to
that.
beeper to cell phones to like what it is nowadays. Right?
Well, it was different too because when you went to a movie, then you paid it. You were glued to it. Kids now are like looking at their phones.
No,
like,
at a movie, you
missing-
think?
We were glued to it. I was glued to a movie back when I went.
But I'm
to see
saying
it.
you go to movies now, you're glued to it.
No, my kids are looking at their phones.
Even
they?
hell no.
They're not
I'll
on their
smack
phones,
my
but they're
kid.
looking at their phones. Yeah.
I'm smacking my
Yeah.
kid does that. Disrespect the movie theater.
You know,
Yeah,
I
the
would
movie
Your
theater's
phone
big-
vibrates in your pocket at a
I'm
movie.
not looking
I don't
at
look
you
at
don't
it.
look at it.
I won't look at
If
it.
I see your fucking light from your seat, I'll be hey, hey, you know.
I'm with you.
Bro,
I
movies-
used to pause movies. You talk during the movie, like if I'm at my house, like all the boys
Yeah,
are over,
I
right?
agree.
I'd pause it.
I
You
agree.
want to talk? Oh, let's hear what you got to say. I can't miss a single part. I don't know. It's something weird.
I feel like I watch everything I watch at the house now. I watch with captions though.
Bro, your
Do you?
house is
Yeah.
mayhem
Why?
all day long. How do you get? You
At
must
night
watch
time.
it late at night. You must watch
yeah,
it.
late night. I don't
Your
really.
door don't stop
I
opening.
realize I don't watch
all
cable
day.
anymore. I haven't watched Jeopardy in months, bro.
Like Jeopardy?
Yeah, kind of just fell off. A lot of the topics
You
pissing me
can't.
off.
Did you
bro.
cancel Netflix?
No.
That's the whole boycott Netflix because they
Uh,
I guess donated like what 7 million or 17? I forget. Big number to Kamala.
Well, his like great grandfather is like Freud, right, or something. The guy, the founder of like Netflix
Really? I didn't know that.
or Sigmund Freud. I want to say that. I don't know. I could be wrong.
You trace these family trees way back.
Well, you
buddy.
gotta do. You gotta understand, like the Bushes, right? They came into power. Why? Because you got it's kind of sick.
It's $7 million to
7 million.
Kamala. Kamala, sorry.
Of course he did.
Kamala.
She'll
Yeah,
never.
the media was going crazy this week. You see that?
Yeah. What?
No,
Because
what?
everyone says Kamala, but it's Kamala.
Yeah.
So like, because she's a black woman. That
She's not even
we're
black.
being
She's
disrespectful.
Indian.
She's
Indian,
Kamala.
she's Indian.
Kamala. What's the difference?
But when she was sworn in,
Come with the
It's
beat drum
inflection
when she
of
was
the
drums.
sworn
A?
in at the inauguration, the Supreme Court Justice Sotomayor said Kamala.
Yeah.
So
Kamala. I mean, it's really not. It's
Yeah.
really not that much of a difference, right?
I don't know.
It's like Frankie and Frankie. Oh, a little inflection on my A. Frankie and it's Frankie. What the fuck? Ain't that bad?
Roger or Roger?
Roger. Hey,
Roger.
Roge.
Oh shit.
GC,
Scala
Jesse
for
or
Scala.
GC? GC.
Oh, you know what Spanish people call me? Yesy.
Yesy.
They don't pronounce the J. It's
J,
Yesy. Yesy. Oh my god, I never even heard of that. Until I went to the military.
That's great. That's great. So, you're actually going there. You're going to the Olympics.
No.
Oh, it didn't work out?
Yeah. There's
Bro,
too
you-
much with the school right now.
You were all
Yeah.
pumped about it.
I know. I'm a little upset about it.
But you got your school, bro.
Yeah, it's just too toxic. Couldn't swing it, man. Too much.
This is a big thing
Well,
right now.
there was a possibility. I remember you said where you were going to like double down and maybe get a fight too, right? Like you were going to leave straight from there or go straight from.
I was trying to. I was going to maybe do a grappling
Grappling,
match, but it
right.
didn't all work out. But
Okay.
I'm still on the horizon for some grappling,
Are you?
or something. Yeah,
That's
Nice.
awesome.
yeah.
Awesome.
I think I'll do that. Why
You
not?
need some competition in your life. I get it.
Yeah,
You're that
Honestly,
guy who
turn-
thrive off of
turn
it.
something.
You thrive off of
turn
it.
something.
That's why you still get in there and spar with people.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. I had a couple guys train over at the place already on Monday.
Yeah, I saw Mark
How'd that
Ray
go?
was there.
Yeah. It was cool.
Did it? Yeah. You did wrestling camp there too, right? Or something?
I had my kids do some stuff. Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
So, it's the worker guys that were there. They're gone, right? It's completed in that.
Yeah,
aspect?
the back guys, all gone. I just have just one part of the floor. We thought the mats were going to cover it, and they didn't, so I got to have that.
I
Get
saw that
kind of
back
finished.
towards the bathrooms.
Yeah, and then
I
there's
saw
the
that.
wood. The wood's got to go there.
Yep.
Got to get the countertop for the
The front desk.
the front desk. And
You're
that's
just
it.
about there,
That's
bro.
really
You're
it,
just
so.
about there,
When's your
my-
grand opening?
I'm not, I'm going to do an opening. I'm going to open, soft opener, or however you want to call it. Start doing trials, this and that, and then I want to do get some students and do a grand opening end of September, probably early October.
So the grand opening, are you doing that with the geese that you were talking about before?
What do you
You
mean?
gonna give some geese out or something?
No, I'm doing a pre-sale.
Pre-sale for the geese?
Yep. Mhm.
And that's now?
That's now. It'll be soon. The link will be out soon. Yeah.
Okay, because people were asking.
So now.
Yeah, now? Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
So you pre-sale, you buy it, right? You get a free gi, right? First 50, something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, we're gonna
Okay.
mess around with some stuff like that. Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
yeah. It's
You
gonna be fun.
You
man.
gonna train?
Yeah. As I get older, I'm like, damn, bro, back to full like training. Like, yeah, I will though.
Oh, I'm so out
do
of
it about
shape.
Muay
bro.
Thai. Do some Muay Thai.
I love that. You know that.
You know, do Muay Thai.
I used to tag along with you.
Yeah.
You
Wait,
Ryan.
why would you want to? You don't. Isn't BJJ like the best thing you can do at any age?
No, I think yes, you can do it. Honestly, to be honest, I think depending the person you are, it's definitely depending the person you are.
So you don't think you can?
No, I'm
cut
saying
out for it?
BJJ could be rough on your body.
Oh yeah.
It can be rough on your body, especially depending who you're going with and whatnot. I mean, Muay Thai, as long as you're not sparring anybody, it's definitely a little, it's still
More forgiving.
Yeah, it's more forgiving on
Way
your
more
knees
forgiving.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But on your shoulders, it might not be. You know what I mean? It depends. Like I said, it's case by case.
Gotcha.
I think you could do either one. Like just if you go with the right people, you're a little bit older person, you could definitely find someone to go with.
Yeah, I
and-
mean, I
and
plan
still-
on doing it a little bit,
and-
dabbling. But
Joey
do
Diaz
it,
does
do it in
does,
the
uh,
senior.
jiu-jitsu.
You ever
Yes.
seen him roll? I'm sure he does
He
it.
goes
but you seen him?
to he goes to Hollis.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I just had a lot of repairing to do on my body. I've been taking BPC 157, right, and TB 500 to repair.
What's TB 500?
So it's like
That's
a
the
combo.
growth factor.
No, it's you use that with the BPC. It's a pepside.
You use it together. You stack
Together,
it.
yeah.
Why? What
For
they say?
repairing.
But why those two together? You know.
Oh, they say that's like the best combo.
Okay.
Yeah. So I did that, but like I just had to go back into it like nicely, gradually.
Yeah.
Full scrapping again, full live, right? And, like,
yeah. You just go.
it's
there,
just-
yeah. Get in there and.
I don't think we ever went full live, did we?
yeah, we did.
Well, jiu-jitsu, yeah.
Yeah, I
Jiu-jitsu
guess
you
so.
did. Jiu-jitsu you can go. That's the
I thought
only.
we went like half speed.
No.
Yeah, it was pretty much full.
You
You
think
guys
so?
are going full, bro. Yeah.
You were going full,
Yeah.
bro. You were
Yeah.
fucking people up. What do you mean? You're
No.
a big ass dude. Yeah, you were.
Yeah. No, you go full. It's like it's
It's just live.
it's not what you think. Like full. Like you're not trying to hurt each other, but you're
Right.
trying to submit each
Yeah,
other.
yeah,
You're trying
yeah,
to.
yeah.
do-
That's what I
try-
mean by that.
Trying to dominate position.
Right.
Wrestling and jiu-jitsu, you can go 100% in training.
Yeah, yeah.
100%.
Yeah, not get hurt.
And not get hurt. I, mean,
feel
you
like-
can get hurt. Don't get me wrong, but
Listen, I'm gonna do it, but I feel like I just get hurt a lot lately. With stupid shit. Like
Well,
my
that's why you
fucking-
should- that's
my
why-
toes all jacked up
but
right
that's
now.
why when you come in, you shouldn't try to be like, oh, I'm gonna go roll right away. But no, let's
Yeah.
just get the
Yeah,
movements
yeah,
down,
yeah,
get
yeah.
some of the technique down,
Exactly.
all that stuff.
Exactly. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
well,
gonna
that's
do.
your
I'm like-
job.
Yeah,
you
well,
gotta say, look, you're 50 now, buddy. You're not 30 anymore.
Yeah,
Let's,
well,
you
yeah.
know what I mean?
You know what though? I want to progress in belts though too. I would like to do that.
Yeah, well,
I never did that, and like
I'm excited. Not for me. I want to roll just because I want to get back in a little bit of shape. No, I don't want to be fucking round anymore. But I'm excited for my kids. My kids already do it, obviously. They're
Yeah.
at Dante's, but you know, Dante's an hour away from me, or 45, 50 minutes away.
True.
Like, you know, they're in my backyard now, and they're training
Literally.
with my Uncle Frankie. They're training with, you know.
100%.
Yeah, that's gonna be
5
cool.
minutes down the road from both of you guys.
yeah, it's it's
So-
my.
You
I've been
can't
there.
beat that.
I've been there. Obviously, Saturday had the kids wrestle. Sunday I was there, literally from 10 o'clock to 8 o'clock. You know what I mean?
Grayson has a
You
tournament in
stopped by
Wildwood.
there on Sunday, right?
If you want
Yeah,
to go,
yeah.
Grayson has a tournament in Wildwood this weekend, Saturday. I don't know what time, but probably early.
I'm gonna
I would
go.
imagine, so
Yeah.
I can scoop you up if you want.
But that's what time he goes. He's not all day, right? You know, like
I don't know yet. I got to
But
talk to
usually
his
they're-
mother,
yeah,
but I just
yeah.
know it was the 4th originally, and then it changed. She texted me, I don't know, a week or two ago that it changed to the 3rd.
So that's
But
something I
I'll
want to
get-
do too. Is have jiu-jitsu tournaments at my school.
Hell yeah.
You know,
Hell yeah.
I could do
like
that.
in-house.
Yeah.
Oh heck yeah.
You know, maybe either in-house, literally within my school, or I could do in-house like me and Dante.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
just all their students
That
just
would
kind of
be great.
rotate. I mean,
Listen, I know how competitive you are, but most people by nature, especially I think, well, I'm going to get in trouble for saying that, but I think probably more so boys are just competitive. It's fun to go up, especially if
Yeah.
it's not like, you know, like you said, you can go full tilt in jiu-jitsu. It's not like it's, you know, it's not like it's bare knuckle fighting
Yeah.
where you're knocking your buddy out. And you know, Grayson's competitive. He wants to
Yeah.
beat people. You know,
Of course. I seen some, like, you know, in wrestling, everybody competes. You don't wrestle and not compete for the most part.
right.
You know, the whole idea is to compete. Jiu-jitsu, not everybody competes.
Yeah.
So a lot of kids don't.
Yep.
And you don't have to get good at jiu-jitsu. I mean, I think
Right.
competing probably helps fast line that a little bit.
Confidence
You know what I mean?
builder,
Just, you know, just more. It just gets more real. You know what I mean? When another guy's trying to, you're trying to win a match, and you kind of helps you with the focus. Helps with helps you learn through the mistakes you make and stuff like that, as opposed to just training. But you don't have to train. You don't have to compete to be a jiu-jitsu guy.
Right.
And a lot of kids don't want to because it's a little intimidating.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially going down to Wildwood, it's thousands of kids on the mat. It's definitely intimidating. But you do it in my academy that you go to every weekly. You're like, oh, that's not that big. Oh, that's Johnny. Me and Johnny grapple anyway. Let's go compete.
Right.
So it kind of gets them that opportunity to do that, and maybe get those jitters out of the way. Where all right, now I'm going to go to Wildwood or this school or wherever and compete. So
yeah, for sure.
And they represent you too, right? So don't you pick? I heard that, right? Like, or you test them first before they go and compete for your school.
No.
I thought I heard that.
I make them walk on glass. And then
I also think when you compete against strangers, you're building social skills. If you're going to just to school every day and you're just going against kids you've known since you've been going there for years, and you never compete, it's different than going up against a total stranger from another school.
That's not social skills.
A little bit.
No,
I mean,
that definitely nothing about social skills.
how don't you think you're interacting with a kid you don't know at all?
But it's nothing social about it.
I don't know. There's kids.
I know what you're saying.
I know there's kids
but I
that
know-
make their group of
no,
friends.
no,
Let me finish.
no, but I
Make
know
their
what you're
group of
saying.
friends. They have 3 friends their whole fucking life. They never enter outside. They're never forced to meet anybody new, interact in a new group.
But like you're not meeting someone. That's what I'm saying. I know what you're saying.
Well,
I
a
think
kid
you're
might
not
kick
using
your
the right-
ass, and then you got to go shake his hand afterward.
Yeah, that's not social skill. I guess that's like responsibility skills, man skills. I get what you're saying.
All right.
I know what you mean.
Okay,
I
what
do
would you
mean.
call it?
No, like it gives you fucking real life skills.
Okay, fair.
You know,
I'll
like
go with that.
like disappointment skills.
Okay.
Learning how to deal with the heartbreak.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
like social. I know what
All
you
right,
mean.
yeah,
I know what you're
all right.
saying.
In your
I'm
eyes,
saying
it's the
social
same
to me is like
category.
something
Well,
positive.
no, maybe that's what I was trying to say, but I'm
Yeah.
saying something different
yeah,
than
I
just
agree.
training
No.
with this, same
Definitely.
kids every single day.
There's more
Yeah.
on the line. There's more at risk.
Right.
And that's why, like I heard
You're
Matt
getting
Sarah
out
say-
of your comfort zone.
Matt
you
Sarah
know?
says, like, competing, when you come back from a competition, you got better. No matter what happens, you got better.
Right.
You know?
Yep.
But that's the thing. That's why, like Tino, literally, he's probably had over 500 matches in his life already.
Yeah.
Easy has.
Oh,
you know?
for sure. Yeah.
And that's crazy. Like that, those reps, like you said, I don't call it socialization. That's what I was saying. But those reps,
I'm
you know
cool
what I
with
mean?
that,
Because think about it, every time, like for me, I won 100 matches in college, won 100 matches in high school. I had a bunch of matches. I didn't have half as many as Tino, but like me having all those matches got me ready for the fight. Right? Got me because I wasn't fighting in wrestling, but I wanted to win just as bad as I did in a fight.
True.
So to me, the pressure on myself was always the same. So I learned how to deal with that over 200 times. You know what I mean? How many I lost also?
Right.
Probably 300 times. You know what I mean? I had to do that over and over. That's what gets that. Those are the skills that get you better. To compete and better, just a better person, man. Learning how to deal with the stress and the pressure and the strife of what could happen, and when something bad does happen.
Right.
I like that. That makes sense.
Yeah.
100%. And you started later, right, in your career?
Yeah, definitely in today's day, very late. I mean, even back then it was kind of late. I started in 7th grade.
7th grade,
Yeah.
yeah. And he started young.
Yeah, he was like 4 years old.
So he got
Damn.
500 matches. That's wild.
Yeah, probably more.
good.
Probably more. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Nuts. You watch the fights. I know you watch any of the fights.
I never can stay up, but I always watch them first thing when it kind of makes more sense to me. Like unless
Yeah,
it's
you're right. Honestly,
unless
you're right.
it's an amazing card that I do not want to miss, and those do come out, but there's a fight every weekend now.
I know.
Most of them I do not watch live, but I wake up the first thing in the morning and I'm like type it in, and boom, you can watch it just like you watched it the night
True.
before.
Yeah, no, you're right.
True.
So I do that a lot, which I did. Yeah, I mean, I know I've said this, and Dana said it, so maybe I'm just biting off what he said, but probably not the most exciting card. You disagreed a little bit, and I see your point. I mean, there was some good, battles. And Patty Pimblett, obviously, first round finish. Tom Aspinall, first round finish. Both good fights.
Yeah. And even I don't know. You can't say Bilal versus Leon.
He won, man. I mean, he won.
It wasn't like a snooze fest.
Yeah.
I mean, he out.
People like
Shine.
finishers. That's all. You know what I mean?
I know, but dude, he dumped him on his head the
He
one
did.
time.
He did,
You know,
yeah,
hey,
yeah.
you got to give
He
him
got
credit.
the W.
And I
He got the
don't. I
W.
do. You see, Leon was talking about he felt horrible because it was 3 a.m. for him. and he's from there.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
like I don't know how that affected him. Obviously, I mean Tom Aspinall's from there, and he looked pretty damn good.
Yeah. Well, I'm not a fighter, so I'm not judging. He's the fucking man. But you always said no excuses. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's my
no,
job
yeah.
to prepare.
Right.
No excuses.
Yeah.
You know. So.
But he did. I mean, I don't want to say he looked flat too. I hate when people. Oh, he looked flat. But no, Bilal fucking took it to him.
Right.
Bilal closed the distance. Was
Right.
all over him, bro.
Yep.
All over him. He might even outstruck him in some rounds. You know. So you got to give it to him. Got to give credit where credit's due.
For sure.
I mean, that dude has been on the grind, bro. He took the hard way. He really did take
Yes.
the hard way.
You did.
And he got it done, man. And that's fucking awesome for him.
So, question: when you trained, what time would you go to bed?
Well, it's different. 'cause-
Normally on training,
I know,
or,
but, like-
or would you prepare for the fight that you're going to be like,
You
oh,
go-
I might be fighting at
if I was
12,
fighting in
1.
Vegas, you know, you're fighting late, kind of. You know, so
You train for that?
I mean, you're still fighting the same time, but yeah, I would stay up later.
Yeah,
I would stay up later.
That's what I would
But
do.
like this was, they were fighting local time, 3 a.m. in the morning,
wild.
local
That's so
time,
wild.
or 5 a.m. maybe.
You're pretty good with your nerves. I'm not so good with my nerves. Was there ever a fight where anxiety or nerves, we'll call it, got to you more than another fight where you felt like you couldn't sleep? You ever get that? Like early in your career, like you just couldn't sleep because you were anxious?
You never.
I don't
could
mean
sleep
nervous
great.
like
You
you're
never-
gonna.
No, honestly, I'll be honest. I sleep great the night before, always.
Really?
Really?
Always. But I take a nap the day of always, and I never sleep good on that nap
Really?
ever.
Yeah.
Like I'll if I fall asleep for 10 minutes,
Interesting.
20 minutes, and I'll lay down for like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of times I'll twitch and wake up, you know, or I'll be fucking slipping punches in my sleep. You know what I mean? Or I'll just start thinking about the fight, and my fucking heart will be boom, boom, boom,
Right,
boom.
right.
And I literally for an hour and a half, I'm just pretty much controlling my breath more than sleeping.
Yeah.
You know, and it's because it's so close. It's like, oh, it's right here. It's right here. You know what I mean?
All right. So remove. I'm asking because I want to know what people want to know too. I'm sure. Remove sleep factor. Like, were you ever so nervous you couldn't sleep? Most nervous you've ever been to? It's got to be the title fights, no? I would think.
Yeah, probably the
BJ
title
Penns,
fights. Yeah, probably the first BJ
Aldo's.
fight. That was like, you know, yeah. I don't know, man. It's crazy how I trick myself. You know what I mean? And like getting ready for fights, you know, you're not always the most confident, but like on that day, I'm like,
You're
I'm
super
I'm
confident.
winning. I'm fucking winning.
Yeah.
You
I
know
like
what I'm
that,
saying?
though.
Always have been that. way.
Always.
Mindset.
Right to
Even
you.
like, yo, sometimes even like when it will creep in. It creeps in. Like, ooh, well, this could happen. And I'm like, fuck that. I don't.
Yeah,
Like, I'm winning.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah,
I've
yeah.
never. That's what I say. Like, I've definitely walked into fights probably maybe more confident than other fights. Like, it's just natural. But I never walked into a fight saying I'm gonna lose or I'm gonna lose this one. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking win. I'm gonna find a way to win.
Right.
That's what I always thought.
That's-
Obviously, it didn't always happen.
That's why people love you, man. And you also, you know, because I've sat down here with you, you never really thought about, as Dana calls it, the R word. If you're thinking about retirement, you should be done.
Yeah.
You never really considered that until you were ready to retire.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, I didn't really want to retire. Just to, you know, we talked about it over and over. It's just the results, kind of.
Sure. Yeah.
And you know, it was time, obviously. You know, it's a young man's sport.
But I'm saying,
for
you
sure.
never once said, I'm kind of thinking maybe it's time to retire. You didn't say that till you knew you were done. A lot of guys do it and come back, and, you know, BJ did it,
I
came
mean, I may
back.
have said it after a loss, like maybe I should stop. To my wife, you know what I mean?
Right.
But I would never say it to the press or anybody,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
until I, you know, because like after a fight, you're just emotional as fuck.
Yep.
After a loss, even a win, but especially a loss.
Yep.
At least I was, and you know, you're just it's the lowest of low at that moment. You're like, fuck
Renee-
everything.
Renee, knowing you better than anybody on planet Earth knows you, what is her response when you say stuff like that? Does she say, you know,
Whatever you want to do, you know,
that's
whatever you want to do.
the best thing? Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
best thing you can say. Yeah.
Or like let's worry about it later. You know,
Yeah.
let's think about it
Yeah.
later, stuff
Yeah.
like that. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And how about that Makov?
Not getting cut, but not getting re-signed, right?
Right. And
You know, he has more finishes than Bilal.
I know, but it don't matter.
It's
Like,
just
who'd he fight too?
right. True.
Um,
True.
And not like I didn't see the fight. Like I think that had something to do with it too. Him not getting re-signed is like these guys were at each other's throat, like they're gonna kill each other, and then they kind of had like really
Yeah,
lackluster fight.
Well,
And
Bilal and what's his name were the same way. They were talking mad shit about each other, and I mean, I know you're gonna say Bilal took it to him, and he did, but it wasn't the most exciting fight. He said, "I'm gonna take your head off," and you know.
Yeah, but it's
They're selling a fight. They're
Yeah.
selling a fight. I get it.
Yeah.
You never did that.
But this guy, I think. What did you see? He tried taking. He took a picture with the dude, Manal Cape.
I didn't see that.
They took a picture. He's like, "Hey, can we?" Because like they've been beefing like crazy. And he's like, "Brother, for the Muslim Brotherhood, let's take a picture. For the Muslims, let's show them we unite." And the dude goes to take a picture with him. And he sucker punches him.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Wait. Which one?
Markov sucker punch.
No.
Manal.
Is that why they're cutting him?
Maybe. I don't know.
Wow.
Maybe.
He said the matchmakers had a tough time dealing with him,
yeah,
as I heard
yeah,
that too.
yeah.
But
Right.
but then they said Dana said I think PFL is about to get a great fighter. They don't even have 120 pound.
Exactly. Dana's funny, bro. Dana's funny, but he said no more. I guess someone upped the bonuses. He's like, no more.
Never
you
do
can
that
blame
again.
this card,
Yeah.
which is kind of messed up a little bit. I don't know.
Who called him out on that? Who said, Dana? Can you? Someone said it in the presser.
Was it Patty?
Was it Patty? Well, Patty didn't disappoint.
He did. I think he got paid.
He did. He got the fight bonus.
Both
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah. Did he?
Maybe he got two of them, right?
He should
Friday
have.
night and
He
then-
should have. Listen, everybody's talking shit about him because obviously he's like one of those guys that gets a.
Jared Gordon. I don't know. I think Jared Gordon might have beat him.
Yeah, well, true, but anyway, he's on his record. He's undefeated, right? On official paperwork.
Wait,
Patty's undefeated.
Yeah. I think he's
So
tough.
I mean, he's.
I think he's tough. I think he's
tough.
good. He's probably improving. He seems like he's improving. I mean, Bobby Green's hit or miss. I mean, he looked great against Jim, but Jim's a little bit slower. And but like, dude, why are you shooting on this guy?
Yeah, I know.
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
I don't get it. Yeah.
I don't get it either. But it was early, not
Yeah.
sweaty.
I'll tell
No
you this
chance
though.
of getting out of that.
Tom Aspinall is the real deal.
He is. He's calling out
100%
John
the real
Jones
deal.
respectfully,
And-
as he should.
Yeah, Aspinall's a great dude, and
Yeah.
honestly, I'm a huge John Jones guy. You know what I mean? Pound for pound, all that stuff.
Best fighter.
And you got to go with him because John's never lost. But dude,
Should be a good one.
I think Aspinall might be the guy, bro.
Yep.
He's the fastest heavyweight I've ever seen. Someone's like, "Oh, Cain Velasquez has fast hands." I'm like, "Yeah, but this guy has fast feet too.
He is.
He has fast feet,
Yep.
and dude,
Yep.
he could wrestle. He got jiu-jitsu.
Yep.
He's the real deal, man. Whole package. And he's actually the favorite.
Is he
You know
really?
that?
No way.
Against John Jones, the line came out, and he's the favorite, bro.
That's amazing.
That's gotta.
listen,
I think that's gotta.
I love the dude.
but that's gotta really fire up John Jones.
Oh,
I
for
would
sure.
think. I would.
I
think.
can't bet against John Jones no matter what, though.
Well, so what do you think about that?
Would you
Stipe?
bet on it?
How's that gonna go? Because now supposedly Stipe and John got to fight first. I seen Stipe out when I was in Vegas. For
I
the Hall
think.
of Fame.
Listen, love Stipe. Great dude, firefighter, totally like American dude. Love that guy, but I don't think he's beating John Jones.
But will we see? Well, so did you see what Tom proposed though?
No, I didn't see it.
He
Did he?
said, yeah, he said, listen, why don't we do this? He's like, Madison Square Garden, John Jones versus Stipe. He's like, me versus Pereira. Two fight tournament, 2 fights in one night. Winner fights winner.
That's great.
Yeah,
That's great.
won't
I love
happen.
that.
It won't happen. But
No, it won't happen.
That,
They won't.
Yeah.
They won't put 2 huge fights up like that in the same car, will they?
nah, I mean, honestly, I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Now,
It would have to
especially
be
if
a
they're-
100 or a 200 or a 300 or 4.
No, I don't
to get
know.
that big a car.
I don't know.
Sell.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Why?
Who
I mean,
knows?
yeah,
Madison
but
Square
I don't
Garden.
think. I don't think. Well, it definitely wouldn't happen in New York. New York would never sanction that 2 fights in one night.
Right.
So I don't know where they would do that. It would have to be like 2. It'd probably have to be like
Dubai.
no 2. Maybe, but it'd have to be like 2 rounds
Yep.
for the first fight. 'Cause
Yeah,
they can't make it like, you know what I mean. It'd
Right.
be 2 rounds, and then you could probably do 3 rounds for the next
Right.
fight.
I loved what he said though. I mean, I'm going to butcher it, but he just said, you know, to all you people out there, I'm a nobody, or no, I'm normal. That's what he said. I'm normal. I'm a normal guy. Got a normal family. I do normal things. I'm from a normal town. For everybody out there that wants to be, you know, do bigger than life, real shit or whatever, be me. You can do it too. You know, I
Yeah.
thought it was great.
True.
Doesn't think he doesn't
Every
think
man.
he's like
Bro,
special. You know, what I
his
mean?
dad's like my size, bro.
Is he
His
really?
dad trained him. His dad's like a black belt jiu-jitsu. His dad's
So what's
fucking
his
the man.
mom like a moose?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah,
That give you hope?
it does.
He might
It
grow.
could be genetics though in the family.
Yeah.
You never
Nobody
know.
in my family's big except for me. My grandfather was 6'4". I like got his genes. Don't they say you tend to like boys? I guess tend to follow what their mother's father was.
True.
That would definitely be me.
My mom's dad was like 5'2".
Oh shit! Oh
Yeah.
shit!
I think you got the Tartarian bloodline. You ever heard of that?
yeah, no, I've heard of the Tartarians. Yeah,
Yeah.
You got
they were a super advanced
7
culture,
foot,
right?
Yeah, 7 foot, 8 foot people, tall people.
You got the Tart bloodline.
Isn't it? Isn't it? Wasn't it said they built a whole civilization that was supposedly buried in mud by some?
No, that's Lobekli Tepe.
Oh, Lobekli
Yeah,
Tepe. All right.
that was before Jesus' time. But supposedly it was Russia.
Well,
Tartarians.
supposedly they built the Great Wall. That's what they're trying to say too. Which I don't know.
But
Like,
then
dude,
the-
how does all this information coming out now?
So you
Like,
see the
didn't have it-
gun
didn't
ports?
have it all, like years ago.
Did
There's
you see
something
the
about the
gun ports?
World's Fair too. They did that,
Yeah.
and they just supposedly
They
ju-
burned it
they said
all.
and they built those buildings in 2 years and supposedly destroyed them
well,
all.
They say the Great Fire of London, the Chicago Fire,
New
like all
York.
all these fucking like
All major
we
cities.
had such better architecture than we used to.
We did.
That's crazy. How? I mean, oh, look at this. Okay, there's a new tunnel that's going in, right?
New York,
New York to
Tesla?
Jersey to New York, right?
the Tesla tunnels.
No, New York, like another, like is it a train one? Be
It's a
train?
gateway project.
Is it transit?
Yeah, it's for Amtrak.
Transit, okay, but it's a tunnel.
Mhm.
They're saying it's going to take 10 years. It's going to take 10 years, right? The Holland Tunnel was the first one. How long did it take the Holland Tunnel?
It was short. It was like
7 years.
7 years.
So how are you telling me? And this was in 1920 or something like that.
Interesting.
So how? What?
It's all about money.
Milking it,
Drag
they're milking
that,
it, they're
drag
milking
that
it.
job out.
So I was saying they're using horse-drawn
Yeah.
fucking wagons back in the 1920, and now they got these crazy equipment, and they're telling me it's going to
Same-
take 3 years longer.
Same thing with the Tappan Zee Bridge they replaced. They built that, I think, in the millions, and then the new one was over $1 billion, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Something absurd.
What do you guys think about it? So sorry, it's cut, but like the Statue of Liberty. Have you
here
heard
we go.
that?
Yeah.
But have you heard that? And why is it chained up on the bottom?
What?
Yeah, there's
What do
a
you mean
lot.
chained
There's a
up?
lot of
The
stuff
foot.
about it.
And then like, the same thing as Lucifer.
The face.
No, but chained up. It's like Lady of
face.
Liberty. She's like freedom,
She's
and she's
chained.
chained because she's breaking the chains. I'm sure that's what it means. Like, bro, you can almost make everything something into
Sure
anything.
could.
I'm with you.
Sure
I'm
could.
with you.
And I'm not saying that it's not. I mean, listen, who knows?
I never ever do this anymore. You're fucking crazy because shit comes to life all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying you're right. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm
Where did
saying
it come from?
you know,
France, right?
Yeah.
And look who's hopes in the Olympics. I don't know.
I don't call anybody crazy at all because listen, we live in a crazy world, man, and weird shit is happening every day that I never thought I would see in my lifetime. So maybe that's possible.
Yeah.
You're saying it's a satanic replica, essentially,
Yeah,
is what you're
of
saying.
Lucifer.
Yeah, there's lots of things about it. The way it faces and
Everything.
Yeah.
The light bearer, right?
Wait, the way it faces? What do you mean?
something about I forget something about the positioning of where it,
the crown on top of
which
the head.
direction it faces. I forget. There was something about it. I'll look it up.
And he's like, I don't know. We're living in interesting times. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
I don't know. I question
It's
everything.
like
Like
whatever.
you. I don't
it's-
know.
Something's broken, bro.
Yeah,
Whatever,
the
this
Matrix,
Game of life,
the
game
Matrix.
of life, the Matrix. Something's
Yeah.
broken.
It is. We're
I
about
know.
to find out.
I know.
We're living in this time right now. You see it about to play out.
I think it's over.
You think it's over? What do you mean?
It's like it's not gonna be over for us. Like we have plenty of time to live somewhat of a normal life. Our kids, maybe
I
their
think we'll
kids,
live an epic
their
life.
kids are in trouble, bro.
I'm not that
No.
worried about me. I
think
really
we're-
don't.
I think the kids are great.
I
I
lived a great
think
life.
we're
I
gonna
don't
live an
want it to
awesome
be
life.
over.
We gotta start changing some shit.
I don't want
think
my
it's about
life
to
be
happen.
over. But I lived a great life. If I couldn't.
the kids are fine.
My kids deserve something better
will.
and more and bigger. You know,
I believe that. That's deeply bringing heaven to earth.
they
I
did
believe
nothing to nobody. You know,
that. Yeah, they're good kids. Most humans
And
are good.
All kids are good kids.
Most
There's no
humans
bad
are
kids.
good. Yeah,
no
it's-
kids start out evil.
Yo, you ever heard of nature versus nurture? Right? It's
Mm-hmm.
whether like what's in you, like how you're born, right? your
But
genetics
they've
and all
never
that.
proved either one, right?
I think it's fucking nature. I mean, nurture. I think it's
don't
all
know.
about how you raise your kid.
I don't know though, bro. Yes, I definitely think raising your kid and having a good father figure and a good family
Increases
figure and a
your
mother and all
odds.
that is definitely gonna help you. But you see twins that are growing like in totally different
Yep.
atmospheres, this and that. And they're,
I'm with you.
They're a lot alike, and they're in this. So what is that?
Yep,
I think it's both. I think it's nature and nurture.
I agree.
You know,
I'm with
think
you on
it's
that,
all
but if I were to weigh to one, it would be nurture. If I had to weigh towards one, but I
don't know,
agree
bro.
with you. It's both.
oh yeah, nature or nurture. Yeah,
I do because it's like you,
Yeah, I mean,
your
probably.
tribe, right? Who you raise this kid, who this kid is. You can put him in the ghetto, and then be a completely different person if you raise that kid in a nice neighborhood.
could be. Yeah,
I think
or
so.
or he's just a little motherfucker and he'll be a thief
Or it
no
could,
matter what.
yeah.
Right?
Or, but he could have a fucking chemical imbalance in his brain from his
Yeah.
family, right? That could be an issue.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
with you on that.
Genetics.
100% it plays a role,
Can
but
get
I
you.
think most of it would be, in my eyes, would be the way you nurture a kid.
Oh, it definitely increases odds without a question.
Well, it's so funny because I mean, obviously, to me,
drastically increases odds.
a mother is such a vital role in kids' lives. You know what I mean?
Oh,
But like
yeah.
they're seeing like now with all these
Fathers.
studies is that
Yeah,
the father
yeah.
is the one that
Exactly.
you need to raise a good
Especially
kids
young
and stuff
men.
like this.
Especially boys. Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've done studies on that.
Interesting times.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
Well,
But it's just us to lead by example, all of us.
I know.
How you raising your kid, phenomenal. Yours, phenomenal, right? Like
It would be
Sean, so
easy.
you-
I don't want to label us as one side or the other, but we lean a certain way, right? It would be easy for us to be like, "Fuck them, fucking Civil War." That's not the answer, man. That's not the
That'd
fucking
be
answer.
history
No,
repeating
That is
itself.
not the answer.
you see
History repeating itself right there if we did that. And it would be a landslide. We would win in victory like overnight.
Yeah, I mean, I
It
believe
would
so.
happen.
But
Yes.
Again, that's if
You
it
have
happens.
every law enforcement, military, first aid.
Not everybody.
Yeah.
Not everybody. No, not every.
Yeah, pretty much, bro.
Okay, so who were those? All those policy enforcers back when COVID hit? They weren't fucking.
bro,
They're
listen,
part
but
of the
you're telling
evil.
me he's saying all these people are gonna gather up and be on the good side.
Yeah.
No,
I think military, law enforcement,
I
and
think
first
you're-
responders.
I think you're misinformed.
I
you
would
think
agree.
what? The
I
other
agree.
way?
Yes. I think there's going to be both. No, I don't think we could predict, really. But there's a lot of bootlickers, bro. A whole lot of them.
Oh, that-
a whole lot of them.
ton.
Especially police.
A ton.
Yeah, you want to lose your pension and
Yeah.
everything you have.
Yeah.
You work for.
And listen, they're trained to follow orders.
Correct.
That's their
Just-
trained.
just like the
That's what
military.
they're going to follow orders.
I guess it
Just
depends
like
on where
the
you grow up.
military.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
been saying the
Depends
stuff
on
in,
what county you grew up in,
Venezuela?
right?
Yeah.
If you're in a blue like state, right?
But even
like-
still, bro, even like, I mean,
The perfect
there's people that
example
are in
is
our county
during
that-
COVID. Policy is not law. That's why I watch a lot of these First Amendment auditors. Now, I agree. There's a lot of them out there that are assholes, and they're extremely disrespectful. There's a couple good ones. There's one Long Island audit. I watch that guy pretty regularly. He's very respectful. I mean, he really just is pushing back on, it really comes down to the First Amendment is what they're, and the Fourth, the unreasonable seizures. You know what I mean? Because when they ask you for your ID, if you don't have a legal reason to stop that person, you don't have to give up your ID if you haven't committed a crime, right? But I follow all these guys, especially that Long Island artist. And when I first started seeing these guys, they started popping up. Now they pop up all the time because I watch them. I used to be like, these douchebags have no respect for cops, and it's bigger than that. The cops should be enforcing law, not policy. They're not policy enforcers.
and they work for us. Though.
I just seen that
That's the
thing.
thing.
A guy pulls up to a DUI check. I sent it to you. I don't know if you got it. But
Happens all the time, man.
He pulls up to a DUI check. He cracks his window. Whoop.
I seen
And
this.
he's like, what's your badge number? And the guy's like, sheriff's, blah, blah, blah.
I seen this.
Your name.
Can I go?
No, he says, is your body camera on, sir? He's like, no, I can turn it on. He's like, please do. Turns on. He's like, all right, sir. He's like, the guy's like, license, registration. He gets his stuff. He's like, hey, listen, sir, I'm gonna obey what you say, but I'm not gonna answer any questions by advice from my attorney until my attorney gets here. Okay. Gives him his license, registration. Guy gives it back to me. He's like, sir, you have anything to drink? See you later, sir. Takes off.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
Dude, that's the
Literally.
way. Is that the way?
Well, yeah.
Is that
I
the
mean,
way? That's what I question.
well, you can't be detained unless you're suspected of a crime, or you've committed a crime, or you're suspected of about to commit a crime. It has to be.
Agreed. So you're
if
not
you're
allowed to
just
search a
driving and
vehicle
they don't
or-
have a reason to think you're drunk or whatever,
Yeah.
legally they can't detain you. You know what I mean?
You need probable cause, right?
No,
That's
that would
what
be
that
to
is.
search. Probable
Yeah,
cause to
search.
search. You would have to have an open bottle.
Probable cause
or drugs.
It's not to arrest. Can't probable cause
To detain.
arrest, right? Can you? I don't know.
What they call it? R. What is
Well,
it?
they're doing a DUI check, right?
They are, but if you haven't committed a crime or broken a law,
Yeah.
they can't legally detain you.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You can have what they call consensual conversation. If you agree to have a consensual conversation and talk to them,
Which most people do.
which most people do, you can do that
Without
all
knowing
day.
their laws.
Correct.
You know what a lot of people are trying to do right now? Go sovereign.
Sovereign citizen.
Sovereign citizen.
You
Yeah.
heard about
Becoming
this, right?
bigger and bigger and bigger, which I don't
It
know.
has.
Again, I don't know how to feel about that, but I do not believe in big government. So, like,
Me
you know,
neither.
more
Most
rules,
people.
more laws, more.
I told you that guy, that
regulations.
one guy on Instagram.
Yeah, I follow him now.
Yeah.
What?
One
Sovereign?
One stupid.
I don't
fuck.
believe
He's
I don't
like,
believe in a lawless nation, right? Like, I don't believe that. But I don't believe in the overburdenization of laws. I don't think we have to.
But like, well, this the way this guy.
I wanna jaywalk-
everything is in the Constitution. So he goes off the Constitution.
Correct,
I think.
correct.
So
Yep.
those are the laws he goes off.
Correct, yeah.
Well, the
off of.
Constitution's the way.
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess.
this is the law.
Yeah.
What
Well, I mean,
movie? What movie?
to
Dread.
some point, if you're not
You remember Dread?
endangering other people, free will should be a part of life. You know what I mean? You should have free will to
Yeah,
endanger
agreed.
yourself if you want to.
Agreed.
It's not the government's job to protect you. It's my job to protect me. Now, if I'm endangering other people, that makes sense. I get it. I shouldn't be able to do
So
that.
what about seatbelts?
I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'm not
with
sure.
ya.
I'm not sure.
I think you should.
I think it should be up
do
to
whatever
yourself.
you want. I mean,
Yeah.
if you don't want to wear one, it's up to you.
I kind of
I think
agree,
so.
but what about children? Like,
But
you know what I
how
mean?
would that? But how would that affect your children at all?
If you get into an accident, and they get ejected through the windshield. I'm
No,
not
they
sure.
might need to have one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
'Cause
I'm saying.
They're not old enough. Just like they can't drink
Correct.
and smoke. They don't,
Right.
They're not old enough to make that
That's
decision.
that's
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
I don't know
That's
how
where
I
you
feel
draw the
about
line.
it. From myself personally, I mean, I think I should be able to, there's laws against climbing Yosemite, but I don't think it should be against the law. If you want to
ever
do
see
that,
where they introduced that you can't drink in
with
the
you.
car?
yeah, the
Yeah.
people used to
It's
drive
like
around.
this might as well be a communist country.
yeah. That's a
true,
real
though.
that's a real thing when they were first proposing that law and they were
Yeah.
interviewing people. This
Like,
dude,
what if I had a hard day at work? I want to have a couple beers. You tell me I can't have a couple beers.
you ever see the ads? Oh, I sent it to you. I send you guys tons of shit, but do you see the one where it said something like most doctors elect to smoke Camel cigarettes or something? It's an ad with
Yeah.
doctors
Oh, yeah, I did see
doctors
that,
smoking.
Well,
Nine
yeah,
nine out of 10
We'll push
doctors
that.
smoke Camel cigarettes. It's insane.
You're going to
Like-
see ads 30 years from now. 9 out of 10 doctors say you should get your second COVID shot.
With boosters.
Where's he been? Where's our boy been? Where's your boy been, Jesse? I haven't seen him in a while.
Oh.
Fauci. Where's he been? You don't
he's-
make as many appearances as he used to.
Well, we're
Yeah.
going to wait for the next
that dude was on TV
Yeah.
every other day.
Let's see. They say the bird flu, the avian bird flu, would be the next one.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Hear that?
but-
But I don't
Who
think
knows?
they're not going to be able to. They're not going to be able to. I don't know.
They've
what
been
they're
trying
doing.
this for a while, bro.
They have been trying
H1N1,
this. Bro, all of
the
it.
other one. They've been trying.
SARS, yeah, H1N1. There's a bunch.
Yeah.
They lose though. We get the witnesses. We're at the end game right now. I feel like this is like Marvel end games right now. We're
I
in.
know, but it's scary. I'm not scared at all for me. I'm scared for my kids.
I'm
not
not
at all scared
I'm
for
not.
me. Whatever
I
happens,
think the kids are
happens.
great.
Bring it.
I think, what's about to happen? I know, I'm with you. I get it. Because it looks the other way. It does look the other way. It can go either way.
I want my kids to live a wonderful life
They will.
on Earth.
Better
not
than- better than
they're
we
gonna
experience.
Obviously, they're going to
Better.
experience some shit. They're going to come into contact with a couple evil people here and there, but that's part of learning, But I don't want them to live in a fucking upside down world where it's just
I'm with you.
tyranny and fucking carnage and
I don't know. I mean, even like, I don't even want them going to like these fucking colleges, bro.
yeah, indoctrination.
Right now, right? No, you can't.
And it's like, dude, like,
I
I
see-
went to school. Like, that was the thing to do. You went to school.
but they
you
weren't
know?
preaching that at the time.
I don't know, bro.
Or you
I
think
wasn't
they
paying
were?
attention.
I wasn't
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
But no, I remember, dude. I was a fucking political science major.
I know girls that were straight
And
before
I
they went to
remember,
college.
not liking none of all the kids that really did want to do good in class. You have to like participate in
Yeah.
political science classes. I just was there to get by,
Yeah.
And I didn't like. It was cool. I like the fact that they were into it was cool to me. Like, it's cool you're into that. I'm just not into it. But like, I remember thinking like just the stuff they were talking about. Like, yo, these guys, I can't stand these fucking dudes. And that's who runs our country.
I know.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm with you. I get it. I know a couple girls that were straight. They had boyfriends right before they went through college. Now they went the other way.
With each other.
I just
Yeah,
listen.
with girls.
I don't even
Now they're
push
with girls.
I don't even push my own thoughts and beliefs on my kids. You
But
think
it
I want
happened
some
in
college
college.
professional? I want them to be free thinkers. You know what I mean? I want them
Yeah.
to form their own thing. That's why they
You
should
do that though.
You got
raise
a
them like
little
that.
influence on your kids.
You do, but like you let them
Sure.
be
do
free
it, but
thinkers.
Sure.
without not like
sure,
not
sure.
telling them how to think.
Of course,
by natural.
but I catch myself doing it, and I always say, "You guys, you figure it out on your own. Don't do what Dad says or Dad thinks." I always do that.
I was actually with you the other day.
I
We
said
were
it.
talking about
Yeah,
politics.
yeah, yeah.
Milani was talking
Yes.
about it.
Yeah.
Well, I try not to talk bad about any.
I try not to be
people.
negative. I said, "What did I say? You're too young to know
You're
about
too
this
young
stuff."
to know about
That's
it.
what
She
I
was
said.
asking, but
Yeah.
you gave her your point of
Who's
view.
too young?
Milani.
About what? What's she ask about?
Forget what was she specifically asking,
About Biden. Like she didn't like Biden. She heard good things about Trump, right?
but
And
not
then-
from me.
Not from you. No. It wasn't from
She
you.
asked me about it. Yeah.
And then you were like, you gave her the option, like, no, this is up to this. You one, you're too young. Two, it's up to you. This is what
I
your
forget
dad's point
exactly
of view
what I
is.
said.
V's got a Trump 2024
I-
picture she drew in her room.
I remember
Does she?
saying to
Yeah.
her something about personalities. I said, Daddy doesn't care about personalities. I care what's best for us and the country. I remember saying that. Yeah.
Agreed. But you let her like pick it. Like you told her, like one, you're too young.
Yep.
2, you pick. I want you to free think, kind of, and
Sure.
pick your own path. But this is what your dad thinks. That's what you said.
Did I say that?
But she was with it. Yeah.
I don't think I got very deep into it. Though.
No, you did give. No, not at all. Very short.
Well, now I kind of feel bad. I don't want to like.
I don't think
Because it was a good thing, but you were talking about talking about like God and like this is. I kind of brought.
But
that
she
up.
asked me a question, if I remember right. I didn't bring it up, right?
No, you didn't bring it
Yeah,
up. She
yeah.
brought it up.
Roger
several
was
times.
like, I told you, I don't try to tell my kids how to think. I told you that.
That's why I'm saying. Now I'm like, wait.
It's like, well, how about that one time?
How about
Your kids
how about yesterday?
3%ers in this house. If you're not a 3%er, I'm kicking you out of this house.
Oh shit!
That was only yesterday. Yeah. Oh fuck, that's funny.
No, she brought it up. You didn't bring it
So
up.
your kids are on Trump pictures. Where'd she get that from?
No, her friends.
Yeah,
her friends.
her 7-year-old friends are all drawn Trump pictures.
No,
I feel
they
like we're
are,
living
bro.
in this
It's
time right now.
It's
that
where we
kids
live.
Are,
It's where
kids,
we live.
Kids
Yeah.
are like
In the
involved.
politics, bro. Crazy.
Right.
Isn't that wild? I knew nothing about that.
At that age, I didn't know anything about it.
Bro, I didn't know anything until like literally 2016.
No, I always vote. Well, yeah, probably. No, I
I
always
voted the same way my dad
parents
voted.
drilled it in my head, and it's funny because they're very
opposite,
dissenting
right?
opinions. Yeah, they're very
Yeah.
opposite, but they always drilled it in my head, and kind of the same thing. Neither one were like, you got to think this way. I just know my dad's point of view. I know my mom's point of view. You know, and they're different.
I mean, you follow the Constitution. That's like pretty
But-
cut and dry.
I remember them always saying, "You just have to vote. It's the most important thing you can do for your country." And you got to. I agree. I don't look at it that way. You know what I think? Local elections matter more than or as much, probably more
We got
so.
bamboozled there too.
Yeah,
Everywhere.
I know.
Everywhere. They've been stealing elections everywhere.
But I don't know about stealing. I'm not saying. I don't think they stole
think
them here.
they
They
stole.
just they well
They
I don't
influence
know.
them for sure.
they influence them or they run on shit that they don't.
Oh, there's
Dude.
a saying.
They don't do right.
Right.
Yeah.
They're
Talk
not.
about-
They're
talk
not
about our
elected.
guy
They're
Jack.
selected way before.
Wait, what?
I don't know about like local.
They're not
level. I do
elected.
feel like local
They're
level
selected.
they do get elected. No, I feel like
Well, Jack didn't really put up
no,
much.
well
of a fight.
that's not local. I guess that's local. That's pretty
Jersey.
Yeah, but it's statewide. I'm saying local as in like your community.
Yeah, which I do now. I never miss them now, but probably not since like 2016. But prior to that, I never missed a presidential election since I was old enough to vote ever.
No, I'm with you. But 2016 was my big one for me, where I started paying attention and like what's going on.
I did.
And it was a great time for 2016 to 2020. It was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, right? And then 2020 happened. I see no election fraud.
Well, okay. The naysayers. Let me play devil's advocate. Would say, how did your life change, Jesse? How did it change?
Everybody was thriving. Everything was low. Interest rates were low. You could
Yes.
everything right now. People that are making 6 figures plus a year are struggling with the family. They are though. Everybody's struggling. Everybody I talk to that made good money, right? They're like they talk about like, whoa, when 2016 to 2020.
Not if you get on the White House Instagram
Yeah,
official
sure.
page.
I'm sure.
Interest rates
The
are
fucking
at
actors.
a record low,
Yeah,
son.
right.
Record
There's
low.
7.
That's what I'm saying.
There's 7. You know what my house was? You know what my house is?
Yeah,
2.25.
that's great, bro. That's great.
2018.
That's great.
What? You can't get that. You're at fucking 6 to 7 right now, maybe even 8. I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
even know.
For sure.
My car, right? My truck right now is at 7, 6.9. Right? That's 7. That's wild, bro. Truck payment right now is $850 a month.
Well, there's no question that it was, better. But don't you remember they were saying when gas prices went through the roof, the president doesn't affect gas prices. He has nothing to do with it.
I did that.
All right, listen, we're not a political podcast because we
We're-
could go on for days, and we're not the most intelligent when it comes to this stuff.
Trucker Carlson.
Trucker Carlson out. Anything else you want to touch on before we wrap? You got any other points? Go, buddy, go.
No points. No
You got
points.
nothing at all. You were thinking about
The
something.
school, right?
You
You got
lose
that
it?
coming
You lost
out.
it?
Yeah.
No, never had it, buddy.
Man.
Never had it.
You look like you were digging. Jesse, you got it? Oh, I don't know if this will air before then, but August 17th, obviously, you got a fundraiser coming up.
Yeah.
Charity
August
fundraiser.
17th,
Team Fight for
Seaside,
Flight.
Yeah, Seaside Social, Seaside Heights, New Jersey, 5 p.m. Bro, you have no clue how many people supported this.
That's great, buddy.
It is phenomenal.
That's great. And
I wish I had that. Like,
again, people that don't know, essentially, you go ahead. What do you do for Team Fight for Flight?
Oh,
What is it
taking
you do?
disabled vets and veterans up on skydives, and also getting them their license now.
Free.
Free.
All the charity handles all charges and
Everything.
all costs.
And then it's
involved.
also like one-on-one time with me. We dive deep.
I like that.
Yeah, because people need that in life, right? Like the spiritual side to life, and like we.
Oh, I thought that was like your motto. We dive deep.
Oh,
I got you. I said
it
I
is
like
like
that.
my motto
All right,
now.
okay.
It is. But no, we dive deeper just into like skydivers are a good reset for people, right?
Yeah.
That's what people need sometimes. The reset to be like, oh man, life's worth living.
Listen, it gave you a reset. We've covered
Oh
it. We don't
my
have to talk
gosh,
about
bro.
it again,
Put me on
but
such a positive
definitely
path.
gave you a reset for
It
sure.
did.
So
But like to be able to do that and help out with other vets, right? Disabled vets.
Mm.
I'll even be doing some law enforcement for first responders. So,
awesome.
yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
That's great, man.
Be there.
Yeah,
We'll
heck
be
yeah.
there.
Yes,
It's gonna
sir.
be a good vibe.
All right, boys. Champ of the Tramp out.
What's up, guys? Make sure you follow us on your favorite podcast platforms. You can find the links in the description below. And if you've enjoyed this episode, hit that like button and share it with a friend. Your support keeps us growing.